Writer is the best season to explore the outdoors. This is an easy one because colloquially something is best to do something, right? So here when you have to, you need the verb one. So obviously you can get rid of ed and it has to be to explore. So winter is the best season. I think there is a typo error again, right? If for, I'm assuming this has to be the case. It has to be explore the outdoors because there's no other option which has, and we know that this is an error anyways, right? So support, maybe you typed it wrong and it should be just explore without a D. Right, and then it is option 4. So winter is the best season to explore the outdoors, right? Next one, the technology senses how a hand shakes and makes instant adjustments to stay balanced. Okay, most of you are coming back and saying part 2. Yeah, see, I'm assuming the technology senses how a hand, there has to be a gap here. Senses how a hand either shakes or makes instant adjustments to stay balanced. So imagine with your hand, right? Guys, there is space between hand and shakes, okay? It's not handshake because then it doesn't make logical sense at all. The context itself is weird if it is handshake without a space. So the technology senses how a hand space shakes and makes instant adjustments to stay balanced, right? So let's say there is a technology kind of trying to figure out your personality or how you react in a particular situation or in a specific situation, and that they do by testing your hand. So it's saying there is a technology which can kind of examine your hand, the way you shake and you make instant adjustments to stay balanced. So if that is the thing, actually there is no error. But let's kind of give you the benefit of doubt, right? And if you're saying, hey, there was no space, so we are saying it's part 2, then yes, it is part 2. Are you following? Yeah, which is fine. Okay, let's move on. With the water project moving a step closer to feasibility, city residents can soon expect for sufficient water supply. Okay, let's look at it. The next one, with the water project moving a step closer to feasibility, city residents can soon expect for sufficient water supply. Is there any error in this question? Remember, whenever there is a preposition, you just need to look and find out, do we have a missing preposition? Do we have an incorrect preposition? Do we have an unnecessary preposition? We do have an error, which is in part 4. There is an unnecessary preposition here, which is 4. I don't need that, right? With the water project moving a step closer to feasibility, city residents can soon expect sufficient water supply. I don't need this 4 here, right? Very redundant. It's unnecessary. Not needed. So unnecessary preposition, the error is in part 4, you delete 4. They can expect this, not expect 4. Yeah, moving on. We are in the final stages of resolve the issue which has been pending for over 2 years. Yes, you're right, Anubha. So colloquially, we are in the final stages of doing this or doing something. And in our context, that something is resolving the issue which has been pending for over 2 years, right? So you just add ing here, error is in part 2. Yep, final stages is also fine. Here, it is not to do with subject verb, right? In terms of noun number, it's fine. Sanjay's question, neither my sister nor my brothers are interested in moving to another house. Ma'am, book says there is no error, but I thought there will use of is instead of are. Would you please make it clear for me? Yes, we can make it clear. Hey, this is an easy one. I'm not going to answer it. I can't even give you a clue because it's so easy. Can somebody quickly answer this? I will only give 30 seconds, but guys, this is a subject-verb agreement error, right? One of the rule is what? When you have subjects separated by neither, nor, either, or, all of that. My sister is singular subject, but my brothers is plural subject. So the verb will take up the subject that is closest to it, right? So my brothers plural are is correct only. Yeah, so there is no error. Okay, you don't have to change are to is. Now this is a very basic rule, guys. So which means you are not paying attention. How can part 2 be an error? Part 2 is not an error. Neither my sister nor my brothers are interested in moving to another house. Same thing. If it was neither my brothers nor my sister, now it will be is. Why? Because my sister, singular subject, is closest to the verb. Neither my brothers nor my sister is interested in moving to another house. Are you guys following? This is the rule. I mean, those of you who don't know the rule, are you following? Is what I'm asking. So let's move on. No error. As the media goes wild with speculation, the only code of conduct appears to be that all is fair in love, war, and breaking news. So, finding error question, this is obviously part A, this is part B, this is part C, and this is part D. So, let's look at it. Do you think there is an error in this question, or is there no error? As the media goes wild with speculation, speculation meaning guessing. To speculate something means guessing. So most of you are coming back and say option C. So what is wrong in option C? Why are you saying that option C is something is wrong? So you guys need to come back and tell me what do you think is the error in those parts. As the media goes wild with speculation. So as here again bringing in the meaning of while the media goes wild with speculation, the only code of conduct, not conducts. Code of conduct actually is a collocation, right? Code of conduct means something that is usually followed, something that is the norm, right? It's a collocation, code of conduct. You will have this in like terms and conditions, right? Something like that. All is fair again is a collocation. You've heard this, right? All is fair in love and war. Haven't you heard that? It's an expression, it's a collocation. The meaning does not alter. The noun number, whether it's speculation or speculations, right? Whether they're making one speculation or they're making many speculations, that doesn't affect the context meaningfully or grammatically. It is still correct. The general tense in the sentence is in simple present tense, right? Goes, appears, is. Why do you want to change the general tense in the sentence? Okay, so quickly to let you know, code of conduct is a collocation. All is fair in love and war is an expression, right? And they've also added breaking news because supporting media, right? That's what media does, right? That's their job, to break the news, right? So, general tense in the sentence, present tense. Verbs aligned accordingly is goes, appears, is. You don't have to change the general tense. The noun number speculation is fine as it is. All the errors that you possibly thought appears to be also is a collocation. Something appears to be a particular way. Appears to be meaning what? Seems to be. It gives an image. So having looked at all of the options, as the media goes wild with speculation, the only code of conduct appears to be that all is fair in love, war, and breaking news. As far as I'm concerned, there is no error. So, right? Again, I said, if you are, I'm just a little surprised that you guys are not to replace all with everything. All is fair in love and war is an expression as it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are not familiar with, colloquial expressions, which is a little frightening actually. Like I said, this is the norms, proper procedure, code of conduct.